Hello and welcome to the Miscast table. My name is Jonas.
And my name is André, and I'm thankful to be back on the channel.
Thankful that you're here as well. It's gonna be super fun to play against you. We haven't played since before COVID, I think.
No, you and I haven't played for
exactly.
a really long time. No, that's true.
So I brought some Daemons of Chaos.
Yeah, I know you painted a new army, so I'm looking forward to
Well,
seeing that in action.
I can't really take the credit for painting them. Only a handful.
Only a handful, okay. But as long as they come to the table.
Yeah.
And I brought Bretonnias back, and I'm hopeful that you are not as good at making charges as Mons did in the last video.
I'm seldom as good as Mons when it comes to dice rolls.
Okay, but it's...
Can I still hear some salt in your voice?
There's still some salt in the balls. But they're back, and we are bringing a little bit of a bigger army this time.
Yeah, and as I don't know exactly what Khorne is good at, I've focused at what I think they are good at, which is melee. Bloody melee. So I hope to get into combat with you as well. Even if it's on your terms and you get the charge. I just want to get in there and get bloody.
You are, in a way, I think, in my opinion, I play Demons of Chaos 2, but I have a Singe army. And what I feel like is that Demons of Chaos is one of the hardest armies to play, because there are so many extra rules and some extra tables and some extra things to keep in mind. And I feel that they are a really hard army to play, but a fun one. On the same note, I want to take a second to thank everyone who commented the video that I were in last time, so that we have a chance to get better. It's so fun to read through the comments when you have played a game, and everyone who have commented on things that we made wrong, so we can do it better. So this time I have a couple of errors you're not gonna see again.
Well, I might make up for that. I might make a ton of mistakes, but I hope it will go somewhat fairly at the battlefield. But what do you say? Should we take a look at your Bretonnian army?
Sure. So this is the Bretonnians. I had the plan as last time to get my big truck of Knights of the Realm in combat, but I want them to win the charge because of the lances and because some items on the heroes. We are playing 2000 points today, so I brought a little bit more knights, and I brought one more Prophecy of the Lady and Damsel of the Lady. And Prophecy of the Lady, it has the ability to be a level 4 wizard. She is carrying Lore of Life, and she is carrying Lore of Beasts. I was really hard deciding if both of them are going to have Lore of Beasts, because I found that the signature spell of Lore of Beasts really help Knights of the Realm, because the horses also get the bonus from that. It gives it +1 strength and +1 in toughness, so it makes everyone much tougher. But the basic strategy is bombardment from the trebuchets, picking out targets that I either don't want in the flank, or the cannon will be my first thing to take out. Because if the skull cannon hits the knights, it can take out up to 4 knights, and that's a nightmare. But we have to do what we can. We also have the questing knights. The questing knights are rather good on their own, so I could either send them around to flank Jonas units, or I have them in the back protecting the trebuchet. That's depending on how fast Jonas is going to come over the table. The Pegasi Knights are of course super fast, so their job can be the same as questing knights. I usually have a plan having them flank, and then I take them back to protect the knights. We have a lord. I have kitted him out with a lot of magical items, because I have to accept challenges. If I refuse a challenge, I lose a blessing that gives my unit a +6 ward save and +5 against strength 5 or more hits. And if I refuse a challenge, I lose that, so I can never actually refuse a challenge. So he has Enchanted Shield, Dawnstone, Gauntlet of Duel, and Virtue of Confidence, just so he has a bigger chance to survive. Since Jonas have the Bloodthirster, the Bloodthirster will probably eat him for breakfast. So I will try not to get in combat with this unit in the Bloodthirster, probably avoid it as long as possible. We have the Paladin, which is a must-have because he has the Battle Standard Bearer. He, like the Lord, has some magical items to make him a little bit more durable. Peasants with the bow. As a Bretonnian, we don't even have to talk much about them because who cares? But they are gonna be in front of the trebuchet dying like they should.
Like the peasants they are.
Next, we are gonna take Jonas' army.
So, this is my Father of Blood, Anthal Fool. He is a mean bloodthirster with some exalted gifts of chaos. So hopefully I'm gonna roll something fun on the chart when I start a game. I'm particularly interested in something that makes him a bit tougher, or something that can give him the ability to spawn additional units when he kills things in melee. And it is exactly in melee where he wants to be. Because I'm gonna use his flying rule to get as far into the battlefield as possible. Possibly I'm gonna try to have him go in by himself, force André to make a choice that he might have to dedicate whole units of knights or whatever he brings, so that I'm gonna set up a diversion of sorts. But it might be that the Bloodthirster is so badass that he takes out whole units by himself as well. Joining him is Usul, the Skull Taker. He is my hero choice for this army. He has brought his Cloak of Skulls alongside his enhanced Hellblade, and he's going to be in the midst of the Bloodletter units. He is crucial as he gives the whole unit that he's joined the benefits of his Locus of Lesser Abjuration, which gives the Bloodletters or any other unit that he is able to join a magic resistance of 2. I don't know how magic heavy Bretonnia is. I think that they might be particularly interested in upgrading their own stats. But we never know what André is going to roll on the magic table. It might be that he gets some damage spells, and then he's going to be there to give my guys a bit more durability. And they might need durability because my Bloodletters, I have 2 groups of them, they're going to possibly need to stay alive for quite a bit until they reach those knights. And when they do, I want to have as many as possible still on the table, because I know that with André's superior movement on his knights, it might be that I take the first charge. And when you get hit by a whole truckload of Bretonnian knights, you better have a good deal of models, because otherwise you're not gonna get to hit back. And that is part of the reason why I've split up so that I don't have one big horde unit of Bloodletters. Rather, I thought that if I have 2 groups, it might be possible that I can set up a scenario where I get to bring one guy up ahead, and then I have my more important group of Bloodletters where the Skull Taker is, come in the second round of combat, and then start to turn the tide so that I get some victories going that way. To further help me set up those scenarios, I have a bunch of Blood Crushers. I have three of them, alongside first a regular group of Flesh Hounds, which is also going to be there roaming on the flanks, trying to bait out charges or set up charges of their own. Lastly, I have a Skull Cannon and a group of Flesh Hounds that I'm going to leave in reserve as ambushers. The Skull Cannon, however, is going to be there and just wither down any Bretonnians or soft targets or even high value targets that I think are crucial to take down. I think the cannons in 8th editions, they are really strong, so I'm glad that Chaos and especially the Khorne Demons have access to them. So I'm going to try to see if I can't make him get his points back. And with that, let's get into the setup of the game. The watchtower. Set up the watchtower in the midst of the battlefield, 12 inches from each side of deployment. It must be at the center of the table. Any building can be used, but the Warhammer watchtower is ideal. Roll off to see who controls the watchtower at the start of the battle. The player that controls the tower may deploy a single core infantry unit of no more than 20 models in the tower if they wish to do so. The unit is not allowed to voluntarily leave the tower until after the first game turn of the battle has been completed. The opposing player then picks the half of the table they will deploy on. Players then take turn to place units onto the table, following the normal rules. The player who does not control the watchtower receives the first game turn. Roll a d6 at the end of each game turn, starting with the end of turn 4. Add the turn number to the dice roll. If the score is 10 or more, the battle ends immediately. If the total is less than 10, the battle continues for at least one more game turn. At the end of the battle, the side that controls the watchtower is the winner. The watchtower is controlled by the unit inside, or if it is unoccupied, the closest unit that is not fleeing. In the unlikely scenario that neither player can claim control of the watchtower, use victory points to determine the winner of the battle. Okay, I'm gonna roll for demonic gifts. One die. Oh, doubly blessed by Khorne. I get to roll once more, and then I get to roll once on the lesser gifts. So we roll for the lesser gifts. Skill Swallower. Whenever the demon slays an enemy character, it immediately increases one characteristic of your choice by 1 point. So, but it's not that important. If I I do not get doubly blessed again. I just reroll it. 4. Impenetrable Hide. The demon has +2 toughness. So it has toughness 8. But it doesn't really matter. Toughness 6. Yeah, well, it does matter. Now it can take a charge from your lances.
Yeah, but I think it will see a stone.
Then it doesn't matter.
The Lore of Life. Life Bloom. When a spell from Lore of Life is successfully cast, the wizard or another friendly model within 12 inch instantly recovers a single wound lost earlier in battle. Awakening of the Woods is a direct damage spell with a range of 18 inch and causes d6 strength 4 hits. If the target is even partially within a forest, the number of hits is increased to 2d6. Flesh to Stone is an augment spell with a range of 24 inch. The target unit has a +2 to its toughness value until the start of the caster's next magic phase. Throne of Vines is an augment spell cast upon the wizard. Whilst the spell is in effect, every time the wizard's miscast roll on a die on a 2+, the miscast is ignored. Furthermore, the wizard's casting of the following spells have additional benefits given below. Earthblood grants a regeneration of 4+ rather than 5+. Awakening in the Woods instead inflicts hits of strength 6. Flesh to Stone instead adds +4 to toughness. Regrowth instead restore d6 +1 wounds with worth of models. Shield of Thorn instead hits at strength 4. Shield of Thorns is an augment spell within a range of 24 inch. At the end of each magic phase, any enemy unit base contact with the target suffers 2d6 strength 3 hits. The Lore of Beasts. Wild Heart. If a spell from the Lore of Beasts is target one or more units of War Beast, Cavalry, Monsters Beast, Monsters Cavalry, Chariots, Monsters, Swarms, or any unit from the Warhammer Army Beastmen, the casting difficulty of the spell is reduced by 1. Pence Impenetrably Pent. is an augment spell that is cast upon the wizard or another friendly character within 12 inch. The target gains +3 toughness until the start of the caster's next magic phase. The wizard can choose to instead have this spell target all friendly characters within 12 inch, including himself. Wizard's 1 form is an augment spell with a range of 12 inch. The target unit gains +1 strength and +1 toughness until the start of the caster's next magic phase. The wizard can choose to extend the range of this spell to 24 inch. If he does, the casting value is increased to 13+. The Bretonnian army is kneeling in front of the Khorne for a while and getting blessing of the lady. We have rolled off for the scenario, and we got the watchtower. It's not a good one for me. And then we roll off the scenario, and I think we got like 10 pieces, so it's pieces everywhere. So it was one of the harder times I ever been deploying my... choosing the side. Choosing the side was really hard. Deploying was hard this time. First off is Jonas.
Okay, so we head into Khorne, turn 1. For movements, I don't have any charges, but I want to make some flying movements with the Bloodthirster. So I'm gonna march him 20, position myself over here, line him up, go for blood. It would be really bad if you get to kill him with arrows, but I don't think it's gonna happen that easily. Gonna have them march. I'm gonna pivot once, and then march another 7. Then we have the Blood Crushers, and these ones, they might be a bit misplaced. I don't know how they are going to survive everything that is coming at them. Should I just go gung-ho? You're unlikely going to be able to charge me if I go up here. And then we have the cannon. It's pretty good where it stands. I think it's gonna be lining up its shots from that angle. And these guys move 5. And I do not want them to march. That is actually all of my movement phase. It's done. And then we head into Winds of Magic.
What was it? Is it double ones we want to see?
Double ones is bad, 2 is bad. Basically a lot of things are just really bad for these guys.
I wish to see that you lose one of your ward save. -1 to your ward save.
That would be a terrible first turn, but we roll for Reign of Chaos. Oh, the winds recede. All units with the demonic instability special rule, friend or foe, must immediately take a demonic instability test on their unmodified leadership. Meaning that I'm gonna lose some demons.
You work a little bit with statistic. What kind of statistic did we have to get the double ones?
2.5%. Oh, they manage. They are actually super fine. The Skull Cannon, 7 as well. Also super fine. Bloodletters.
They might be close enough to the Bloodthirster if you wish to. I think the Bloodthirster is large target, so you have an 18-inch
Yes,
leadership bubble.
Thank you for reminding me. It's 9 instead of. They are also fine. And then we have the Bloodthirster himself. Also fine. And the Khorne Fleshhounds.
They are also they can also use the Bloodthirster.
Okay. Then they are also fine.
Bloodletters
in the tower.
In the tower.
They
might be
fine.
Saved by the leadership bubble.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, fair. Okay. It wasn't good, but it wasn't terrible either. We head into shooting. So I think if we aim at the black and the red banner bearer 7 inches from the back of his base, and then we roll for an artillery die. 6 inches from his back, and then 2 inches forward. Meaning that it lands on this guy.
Yeah.
And then it bounces 2 inches, so him and that guy.
Sure. So, 2 dudes.
2 dudes.
If not, the first one will stop it.
Okay, so then we have to roll.
Do I say the right thing now? Can it stop the cannonball? But I feel like it can. No, I don't think so. No, it's just 2 hits. It's the arrow that's that way. So
Yeah.
2 dudes.
2 ones get hit. They have their ward saves.
Ward save of 5+.
2 knights, bite the dust. I wasn't expecting that much from the first turn. It's gonna be a really weird scenario, this one. I don't know how I'm gonna deal with having 1/2 of my infantry units locked up in that tower. I could bring them out. I don't think I want to, because that would put them directly in the line of charge from 3 knights. So I'm just gonna pass it on to André.
Roll for wins. I got 5, and you got 3, and then I have 2 channels. No channel. I think we're gonna try and put flash to stone on. That's the most important thing. So I always forgot what she's called. It's such a hard word.
Prophet of the damsel. Prophecy.
Prophecies of the lady. It's a super hard word.
Yeah.
For a Swede to say at least. So she's gonna set flash to stone on her unit. It's a hit on a 10+, and I get it. It will make them super tough, so that's good.
So 13, I basically need I need double 6s basically. I do not get it.
Will I be able to take down the bloodletters? Let's hope so. I will set Wizard's Wide Form on my own unit to take a charge from those bloodletters. So Wizard's Wide Form, it's a 5 and she's on 2, so I do not get it.
Okay.
Magic phase done. Now we have shooting. So we have, it's within half distance to this guy, so I will not get a penalty for shooting at least. But making a hit on him is gonna be super hard. So let's go for the dogs, I guess. We're gonna have to try take him with trebuchet instead. 5+. 1, 2, 3. And it's a strength of 3 against, I guess, your strength of 3.
They are 4.
4!
Yes.
So it's a 5+, 1 wound.
And I have only my ward save, so I'm gonna try for that one. I get it.
Yes. Then we have this unit, and it can try to shoot into, maybe. They shoot into the bloodletters. Over half distance, so it's another. Oh, that's a
respectable roll.
That's kind of a disgusting roll, to be honest. Hope to have this luck into the game.
Toughness 4 as well.
They are being as tough as the.
Oh, they are
3.
3. So I'm gonna need to roll. Do they have armor piercing or something? Like
No,
that?
so it's a 4+, then a 5+.
So 5+ ward save. 1 wound delivered.
That's actually good.
These guys only have 6 wounds in total.
So we have the trebuchet. The trebuchet is gonna send a rock into the
Bloodthirster.
Bloodthirster.
The father of blood.
See if we can get him. I could have sent a rock into the cannon as well, but I sense that most of my units gonna be in combat, so it will not matter much. I'm looking for a direct hit, please. Please. 10 inch. Oh, I might even hit myself.
I think that the direction might be.
So it's nah. You're right. It hits in the waist, in the ground.
Okay. But
We take another trebuchet, and this one we send into the cannon. So straight on into the cannon. 2 inch in the
That's
front.
definitely a hit. Direct hit. No matter how you twist and turn.
So I was aiming directly at the unit, and we used the template, moved it 2 inch. And since the hole within the template is a little bit larger, we have argued and said that it is hitting a direct hit and taking the strength 10 hit. If anyone in the comments says that we are wrong, please do. Or if we were right, you could tell us that too. So it's a strength 10 hit.
Wounding on 2+.
Wounding on 2+. And it's a 1, so who cares?
Okay, lucky cannon.
Lucky cannon. And we do not have anything more than combat.
So we fight in the watchtower. You send in 3 of your best knights, I presume?
I will send in my champion, my paladin, and my lord. Oh lord. And the lord also will make a challenge. If you have a challenger, you cannot refuse this challenge. This is also one of those things, I'm not sure, but I have the gauntlet of duel. Challenge issued by the barrier cannot be refused.
Okay.
I'm not sure if that's on a champion or if that on a hero or lord, but I don't think it's gonna matter.
I only have the champion, so the champion accepts.
My guys have an initiative of 6.
Then you presumably hit first, because my guys have an initiative of 4.
The knights only have 3, but my paladin and my lord will hit first, and then your guys will hit second.
Okay.
So first off will be the lord.
And he challenged the champion.
And he challenged the champion only with his 4 attacks. He has a weapon skill of 6.
Weapon skill of 5. And my guys cause fear, if that is something you need to check for.
I think I need to check for it. So let's check for fear. I'm
fearless.
I'm fearless. I'm not gonna use those dice because I used 4 attacks. 3+.
Yes.
And then I have a strength of I only have a 4+, and you have a 4+, so no hits.
I have 3 toughness.
No wounds. And you are then, you can hit back.
I hit back. I'm rolling 2 attacks. I have weapon skill 5, so I'm hitting on 4+, I presume.
Yes. Yeah. 4+.
And then he hits with strength 4.
Toughness 4, 4+ again.
Nothing.
No, nothing. So that's done. And they have flash to stone, so it's worse.
Oh, okay. So it's +2 toughness on that?
Yes.
Oh.
But the next will be the paladin, and the paladin has 5 attacks because he has a weapon that grants another attack. I have a weapon skill of 5, so I had a little. And you also have.
I have weapon skill of 5.
So we have it's a 4+. We have 2, and then it's I think it's strength 4 against strength 4.
So that's 2 wounds.
2 wounds, and since you only have your demonic save, just the scaly skin is
5+ ward saves. 2 dead demon.
Okay, so we could leave this die as a number to remember you have 2 dead.
And then I hit back with 7 demons then.
I guess you hit back. Yeah, 7 demons.
I get to allocate my attacks, right?
Yeah, you get to allocate. So you could either put it on the paladin or the champion. Maybe.
I'm gonna attack everything into the paladin. He's your BSB banner.
Yeah, it's not good if he dies. That sucks.
So hitting on 4+. That is 4 hits. And you have toughness of 6. Meaning that I have killing blow. I need heroic killing blow for him.
No.
Okay.
No. You can take him but I have the ward save.
So I have 6. 6s are killing blows.
Oh,
Ooh.
that sucks. So one is killing blow and the other one's miss.
Yes.
And it's strength 4.
Strength 4 hit.
So I only have the ward save left.
Let's see if the lady is with
and-
you.
And it's a 6. So I think I'm dead.
No! He's standing.
Thank you, Mr. Paladin. Thank you. If she, it had been so bad if he would have died now.
Yeah.
I forgot that these dudes have killing blow. I'm still in shock. Okay. So the combat. So we have to do a quick check in the rules, and since we are assaulting the building, I do not get rank bonus. I do not get standard. I do not get from the charge. So it's only the wounds that matter. I made 2 wounds, and Jonas did 0. So Jonas is going to do the demonic instability table.
Yeah.
And see
Stability.
they die.
8, that is fine.
Yeah,
The Father of Blood says you did a great job in there. Keep at it.
Keep at it. So basically nothing happened, and now I move 1 inch back from the tower, as if I remember, and then we have another go at the next round.
And what you say about the Bretonnian's first turn? The dice are messing with us.
The dice is surely interesting. I was upset that my dice didn't hit the skull cannon, but the paladin survived the killing blow. So overall, the ladies, overall, I'm happy. It surely is going to be an interesting turn too.
So we head into Khorne, turn 2. I want to charge with my Bloodthirster for sure.
But who?
He is going to go into the War Machine.
But no!
Not the War Machine.
Am I saved by double ones?
Well, let's check to see if you are. It's within, arguably within 16. Meaning that I have 10 on the charge as he's flying. I need to roll below 6.
Yeah, that's the mindset I want you to be in. You need to below 6.
These ones arguably could succeed at the charge because they have 8 movement, meaning that they need to roll 10 plus, and if I don't get it, I'm gonna get a better setup for the next turn. So these ones are charging as well. Swift Strike.
Do you have any more charges?
I think the Blood Crushers and the Blood... Yeah, it's gonna be a whole lot of combat.
Everything, charge with everything basically.
Basically charge with everything.
Fine.
So we roll for Bloodthirster.
And we said below 6.
It's not gonna happen. He's
not
in
gonna
there.
That sucks.
And then we have the Hounds. Get up to 11. Close, but no cigar. So they get 4 inch closer.
I stand and shoot, so I get to shoot back.
Yeah.
They shoot back at the dogs.
So it's a ballistic skill of 3 and -1.
For the range, -1 for the
Then it's a 6 plus, so it's 2.
2.
And they were 4, so 5s. No wounds.
Then we have some Bloodletters coming in. And I would argue that these would need to roll a 5 plus to charge. So we're gonna try to see if that happens. They are in. But you get your improved ward save.
Yeah. And even though of course I'm gonna stand and...
Sorry.
Come on.
Yeah.
I can't move
I think we
back
both
now.
knew that you were...
Yeah. I stood in there to take this. It was a sad thing that I didn't get Wizard's One form on them. Now it's gonna be...
But...
we are here to see the blood, so let's...
Yes, we honor the Blood God by doing combat. These guys,
Yeah, I think they're in.
they go into Bloody Slaughter as well. Did we forget any of the magical shrines, by the way?
Yeah, we did. We had a magical shrine, so that shrine was supposed to send some spells, but I'm pretty sure that most of the spells we are too far away from.
Yeah, it's the brew house is going to come into play. It's going to give steadfast to your guys. And immune to psychology, so don't need to check for fear.
Yeah, that's good.
Other than that, it's not much going on in the movement phase anymore. I'm gonna try to get my dogs into place. I'm gonna roll for reinforcements. So on is it 3+ or 4+? I need to check the rules, but 4+ should be good enough.
And here we have some dogs. I guess we have... That's gonna suck too.
So they're just gonna... Or do I even... Can I even charge her? That building is in the way. I could easily do it just like this. Removes any potentiality for errors. And then I'm just gonna use my movement to pivot as much as possible. So that I line up my charges. And that is all for movement. So, we head into the Reign of Chaos. This one is gonna be a bad if I get some of those previous 9. That is one of the terrifying ones. For the Bretonnians, I think.
I have so much in combat, so... Many things are in combat, so it's probably not so bad.
Yeah, but the Wrath of Khorne strikes.
Yeah.
So, we place a... Roll a d6 for each enemy unit and each friendly unit that come into contact with one or Daemons of Slanesh. On a roll of 6, place a small round template centered around the center of the unit.
And then it scatters.
3d6.
3d6. And, but it hurts. It's raining skulls.
So, I'm gonna come over to you, and then we see if there are any mishaps with these guys.
Peasants.
Peasants are fine. Pegasi. They are fine. More peasants.
More peasants.
They are not fine. Possibly.
Was it 6 or 1?
6s.
Fine. So that...
And we check for these ones.
Yes.
They are fine. So we have one small template centered and it scatters 3d6. This might be bad for my dogs actually.
So it's...
Okay. It might be bad for my dogs actually.
I think you miss everything. It's so far.
12.
It's far.
Yeah,
It's far.
It's far. It's gone. Khorne is angry, but he isn't particularly accurate.
No.
So, with that, we head into the most important phase of the game, shooting. I'll try to pick 7 inches from him. And then we roll not that one, but this one. 2 inches, meaning I need to roll 5 or better, otherwise it just... Rolling 2 wound, not 2+. It 1 wound, or multiple wounds if you...
And then we have a 5+ ward save because of blessing, 2, so it's misses, and then you have...
D6 multiple wounds. Full 6.
So it's dead.
Then we have quite a bit of combat ahead of us.
You choose, it's your combat.
Okay, then we go for the Bloodthirster. He's pretty mean.
It's almost as I could, but you never know. They don't have a blessing though, because they are peasants and don't deserve it.
Yeah. So, I'm gonna roll 7 die. He's actually not all that great at hitting this time. But 4
3
wounds.
ones. 4 to go.
2 wounds.
2 wounds. 2 wounds. That's actually not that bad.
Yeah.
2 die. And 2 hit back. I assume...
You need 5+ actually. I have a weapon skill of 10.
Yeah. So no hits back. And then should we do all the Should we do all the leadership calculations?
We can do it in the end of the turn.
Okay.
Yeah. These ones, my Skull Taker has to issue a challenge.
And my champion is going to take it.
Yeah. Then we head into bloody combat. Okay. So do you want to take the melee with the Skull Taker and your champion first?
Sure. I would guess that you fight first.
Initiative 9.
Initiative 3.
Rolling with my Slayer Sword, hitting 4 attacks, weapon skill 9.
Weapon skill 4.
So I'm hitting on 3+. That's 3 hits, hatred. So I'm gonna re-roll this one. Hitting that one as well. So strength 6. Meaning I should wound on 2+. And 6 is our heroic killing blows. So 4 wounds.
Strength.
Strength 6.
So
You save 2 with armor, and then you have 2 blessings.
2 with blessing. And no. So 2 wounds, 1 overkill, and then we have the...
Then my guys are regular bloodletters. Do you have any special characters in the front row?
No.
So I would argue that I get to hit with these 8 then. Because this one is your leader and he's taken up in combat with the Skull Taker.
Yes.
So I'm rolling 8 attacks, or 8 plus 1 from the champion. 3+ I think. So these ones are gone. And then we are rolling to wound with strength 5, meaning that we wound on 2+.
Yes.
So that is 5.
So it's a 4+, 5+. 4+,
Oh, that's good.
5+. So two wounds. 1, 2, and then I get to hit back, and the champion is off, so I have 4 attacks from the knights, 4+ to hit, and then 5+ to wound, no wounds, and then
Shouldn't you have, like, how much strength do you have?
3.
Then you should wound on 4+, because I only have 3 toughness.
Oh, sorry, so 1 wound.
1 wound. I only have my demon save, or strength 3, and then I have my armor save scale skin 6+, 5+.
6+.
Oh, it
amazing.
saves it.
And then we have the horses, same procedure, the same strength. So 1 wound from the horses.
1 scaly skin saves him.
We take the damsel, and she don't get to fight with the horse. No, it's a fail. I think that's everything from those.
Yeah. Then we have Blood Crushers. And these ones are not as fancy as your guys, but I think that I hit first because you have great weapons, right?
I have great weapons, so you can start your bashing.
Okay, we're gonna bash with some Bloodletters. I'm gonna have 3 attacks from them. And they are weapon skill 5, meaning that they hit on 3+, or...
My guys have a weapon skill of 4.
Hitting 3 attacks, and I have
Do
strength.
they have fear or anything like that?
These ones have fear.
So I'm gonna do a fear test.
They are fine. And these ones are within the brew house, so you are immune psychology.
Ah. Okay.
And rolling to wound, wounding on 2+. Unless they have increased toughness. And this one is a killing blow.
They have 3 in toughness. Okay, so 1 killing blow, and their strength was strength 5, and they have a armor save of +2. So it would be
4+.
4+ armor save, 1, and then 2 ward saves. No, so 2 die.
And then we have some attacks from the Juggernauts.
I think they... Yeah, I'm still overstrike lost, so Juggernaut time.
Hitting with 3 attacks each. Weapon skill 5 as well. That's all of them. I'm so lucky with my dices. So many.
What's that? Yours too?
This one is the Wrath of Khorne.
Yeah, Wrath of Khorne die.
Wounding on 2+. That one is worse actually. That is a whole lot of ones. So Khorne giveth, Khorne taketh.
Yeah, that was a lot of ones.
Yes.
And their strength?
These ones are strength 6.
So that would be 6, 5.
Yeah, 5+. 5+.
Okay, 5+.
Oh, the lady protects.
Now we see the lady protects. Lady, protect me! Oh. It's the armor that do all the work, not the protection. So 2 more. We take that guy and that guy. And now I get to hit back. I have full command, so I have a champion and he gets 2 attacks. So we have 5 attacks from the knights. At 4+, they have great weapon.
Wounding on 2+, I would presume.
3.
And I do not get any armor save against that, but I do get my demonic save. So 5+. That is 2 wounds, that is 1 whole model gone.
And then the horses get to fight. But they do nothing, and that's rare, as everyone knows. But horses are usually
The
badass.
killers.
Are killers, but not these horses.
So, do we check for combat resolutions then?
We have a lot of combat resolutions to do. First off,
Bloodthirster,
he won, so I'm the one who is supposed to do a
leadership test.
leadership test.
He has 1 charge, so with 3 I think.
Yeah, -3.
Do you want me to check if you're within range of your...
Please do. It's the... I think I'm not. It's 12. No, I'm not. I see it. I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not in range. So it's the peasants' almighty leadership of 5.
-3.
So it's a double 1. They flee and destroy the war machine.
So I need to check if I pursue them, right?
Then we don't have to check anything. It's just...
Are you sure? I think that if they flee, then I have to roll to restrain, and then you roll how far you run, and then...
But it's different when
Yeah,
it's a
war
war
machines.
machine.
Oh, okay,
so
yeah, you're
the war
probably-
machines gets destroyed.
Yeah.
So, and even though if you could restrain, I mean you have a 10 leadership, it wouldn't matter.
Yeah.
It wouldn't matter. It's such a big, so you can just gonna move it. You just reform.
It's a bit cowardly from Khorne to leave humans on the battlefield, not going full out attack, but he senses some more important, more meatier targets. Not even Khorne is all that impressed with the peasants.
The next combat though, the Bloodletters and the Knights of the Realm.
Yeah.
You got 2 wounds.
I got
And 1 and 2
ranks. We both have banners, right?
You have 3 more ranks. We both have a banner.
Arguably, you are steadfast, however, so it doesn't really matter how much I win combat by.
No, exactly. Because I'm close to the brew house, I'm steadfast. So I will take a leadership test. That's actually really good. So it's a 8.
Easy peasy.
And since I'm close enough to my lord, who has a leadership of 9, that's a pass.
That's easy. This one, however, is not steadfast, but this one is harder as well, because you did 2 wounds, I did 4 wounds, I made a charge, but you might have some banners, which I don't have.
I have a banner.
So you have... I have 5, you have 3. Do you have anything else going on for these guys?
No, it's just a banner.
Then I win combat by 2.
Okay, that I have to remember. They ignore fear test and terror test.
Ah, okay, so it was good thing that we didn't mess that up in
Since they're questing knight, they ignore fear and terror. But they still have to do
break test.
a break test, -2, but I can use my
BSB and
BSB and my lord, so it's gonna be, I have to get below 7, which I did not.
You have a reroll, so
And 1 reroll. Please stay in combat. Yes.
you are fine.
You're fine.
Fine, my friend. So let's clean up some demons and some knights, and then we head into André turn 2.
Okay, so it's my turn. It was an eventful turn from Jonas. I have to... we're gonna make some charges. Where the Pegasi Knights is gonna charge into the Bloodthirster. Yes, they have to. And then we have the big bus is going into the tower. I was trying to figure out, maybe this might have been a mistake, but I can't do much more. So this one can't fail. It's gonna go in.
Yeah.
And,
Arguably the Pegasi
can't fail either, but they're just gonna go in. And this is probably a mistake, but I want to have the lance so that I might do a dent. He's a mean one for sure. And then we have remaining moves, so I'm gonna move this as far back as I can so that they get into the way, and then the stakes get removed. We have no more remaining moves, and quickly we are going into the magic phase.
That one is an important one for you.
Yes, this one is important, and I wish I get some more dice so we can do it then. So win some magic. That's not good.
That's not.
And then we have 2 channels, no channel. Let's see if we can do anything. I don't feel that the flesh to stone is gonna do much on my guys. So I try to... I'm not sure. What can I do? What's the smartest thing to do? I have 3 dice. I can do one thing. I can do one trick. I could get... And flesh to stone is 24 inch. So he is strength.
He hits with strength 6.
So giving them a +2 would not do much, but some. It's a very tough show. We try to put it on these knights. Flesh to stone on these knights and see so that they can stay. I get it.
I have 2 dice, gonna try to dispel it. 7, but you have caster levels on me, so
Yes, so
it's there.
flesh to stone is on. We could try one more. We could just for if I were to. This is the wrong order, but whatever. I tried to cast Throne of Vines on myself. 4. I actually get it.
Okay.
So the next round, the spells are gonna be a little bit more harder. If not, Jonas opt to try to dispel it during his magic phase. I guess we are getting into shooting. The dog's gonna take one in the face. We have, I'm still over half range, so it's 5 + 1, and they are 4, so it's a 5 + another one. You get 1 save.
1 save, I'm gonna try. If the dogs are as lucky as they are still as lucky.
Still as lucky, and then we're gonna see where I put the artillery die. So we take the stone and try to throw it once more into the skull cannon. 10, but it's a direct hit, so it's... Can
you kill it? Would be pretty good for you.
I think we take a black die this time, because I think it was a green die last time.
It was
2 or more.
Oh,
What
that
can we
is
say?
unfair.
What can we say? That's Warhammer for you. We go into combat.
You can have the blood thirster.
But I'm just gonna divert my attacks into the Pegasi then. 7 attacks, as he has additional hand weapons with his whip. Hitting on 3+, wounding on 2+, I figure.
Yes.
That one is not.
They might just... and it's strength.
Strength 6. So if they have a 2+, it goes on to a 5+.
I think that's the kind of the sad thing is that these guys have a 3+, so it's a 6+, 5+. 6+.
Ooh, your armor saves are on point.
I don't know what's up with armor saves. It's insane. But I have to do 2 more ward saves. Come on, lady. Come on.
Ooh.
1 more. So 1 die, and then I get to hit it back. And I have a weapon skill of 4, and you had a weapon skill of 9. 10.
Yeah.
So it will be a 5+, but I charged, so I have a strength of 5.
Wounding on 5+.
So it's a 5+, 5+. So 5+, no, and then the Pegasi has 2 attacks. 5+, 6+. So 2 attacks, 5+, no. They do nothing. But since I did the charge and since I have the banner,
I think you actually win combat.
I actually win combat. Now we take these guys.
My guy wants to issue a challenge, but
I don't have any more champions, so that.
But you have the damsel if you want to.
Oh yes, I have the damsel, but no.
Yes, but no. She might be the one that fells. Like that's the stuff of legends. But then he's just gonna sit in the front.
Well, I still do. If I say no now, I lose my blessing.
That's a rough one.
That sucks. So let the damsel die.
She's not going to be able to survive the damage. But
I say no. They get to lose their blessing. No, it's something. I think it's units within 6 inch too. So then the unit next to it will lose it. I think that my unit. No, she gets to take it. I'm
okay.
Let her die.
Or let her kill Usul, the Skull Taker. Might go that way as well.
You never know.
Oh, he hits with 4 attacks. Hitting on 3+, wounding on 2+ with killing blow. So 1 wound. That she might be able to survive.
She has nothing but the ward save, so 5+. No, it's a 3. And she got 1 wound, so she actually might have 2 wounds. Therefore, she stands.
She stands. She gets to fight back against Usul.
Okay. And he had a weapon skill of
9.
9?
9.
Okay, so it's a 5+. No. The horse. The horse.
The horse.
Come on, horsey.
The horse hits.
The horse hits. And
Toughness 4. Then we have a bunch of bloodletters. They are going to deliver, let's say... I think it should be roughly the same, because as we are fighting in combat and your damsel made it to the front.
Yes, sure.
So, 9 attacks.
Yes.
Hitting on 3+, wounding on 2+. No, they have toughness now. They have...
she did too.
I roll a 5. So
it shouldn't matter. I don't think it matters. She survived, so what?
This one is a... But now it matters, because I'm hitting with strength 4 against toughness
5.
Wounding on 5+. Nothing.
Then my horses get to hit back.
Yeah.
Now 4+, 5+. So 4+. And how much toughness do they have?
They have 3 toughness, I think.
Yeah, then it's 4+.
Yes.
So another 4+. We have 2.
And they only have their demonic saving throw.
They do it.
I feel it's almost unfair how good my rolls are for them.
Okay, so no wounds for the knights, no wound for the bloodletters. Now we have the fight in the tower. So the lord has 4 attacks, hits into the unit. He makes a challenge, but Jonas can't make a challenge. He can't accept it. Did I get the bonus for strength of lances when I attacked the building?
You
Nothing.
not get.
No. 4. So I think it's all 4 attacks go through.
Yeah, as long as you have higher weapon skill than 5.
Yes, 6. And then strength 4 against toughness 3, so it's 1.
Oh, that's unlucky. So I only have my ward save. I'm gonna... 1 demon is dead. Doesn't get it back.
1 dead, and then we have the paladin, but it's 4 plus 3 plus 2
2 saving throws needed.
minus 1.
I only have my demonic.
Yeah.
1 in additional demon is dead. So I have 8 demonic attacks.
I don't think I have. Did you kill? You killed one of mine, so I don't have the champion now. I have the.
I went all my attacks into the paladin, and he saved with his.
Okay, so I still have a champion.
Yes.
Will have 2 attacks back.
So I'm gonna divert every attack into the paladin. Take him out. And that is a decent roll. But we are looking for those 6s. So 1 killing blow and 2 regulars.
And there are toughness of. We start with the killing blow, I guess. So 1 killing blow, I need a 5 or a 6. No, I need a 6.
6.
It's a 6. So a 6. No, the paladin is dead. Wonder if we take the other wounds too, so you can calculate if you have made more wounds. I saved them.
Okay, so you still have 2 attacks from your champion then, but how many wounds did the paladin have?
2.
2 wounds. So you have 2 on me and I have 2 on you. So it might be that your champion is the deciding factor.
And we have 2 horses as well. So
oh yes, the horses.
Both the lord and the champion, but have a horse. So first up, we take the champion with a 4 plus and 4 plus. No, and then we have the horses. Same thing. 4 plus. 4 plus. Yes. So 1 horse put in.
That kills 1 demon.
But you have that's.
Oh, okay. But that's so I still have my.
You have the 5 plus.
I'll roll the.
No. So it actually takes 1 more to go, and therefore I will win combat by 1. We take the last combat would be the blood crushers and the
questing knights. Initiative 4 on my bloodletters, initiative 2 on my juggernaut. So I'm gonna hit with 2 attacks with bloodletters, hitting on 3 plus.
Questing knights have weapon skill 4.
Then those are 2 hits, wounding on 4 plus.
So we have an armor save of 3 plus. No, and then a 6 plus ward. 1, so 1 dice.
And then we have 6 attacks from the juggernauts.
The juggernaut did they have 2 initiative?
They have 2 initiative.
So if they were to kill one, the horse is gonna get to hit either way.
These ones are misses, and these ones wound on 3 plus. So 4 wounds, strength 5. Then you get 3 plus, 5 plus.
Yes, 3 plus and 5 plus. No, so 1 more dice.
But the horse gets to.
The horse will get to fight because he has a higher initiative than the blood crusher. Now I guess I have the champion and the banner left, so I get 3 attacks, and then I have a strength of 6 against toughness. Was it
4? So you wound on 2 plus.
So 2 plus, I get 2, and you only have the...
Only demonic saves.
You make both of them. And then we have 3 horses left. Yes.
That is 1 wound.
But don't you have both your ordinary save?
Ah,
Yeah, but it's a 4 plus, and then you have a 5 plus.
That is
So
1.
1 wound.
I'll take this one instead.
Had I made so many wounds last time, so 1 more died?
This one is actually from the first round, I think.
Yeah.
You did was something. It was perhaps archery or something else.
It's gonna be a tie, and therefore we keep the wounds until next round on that one. But we will start off by the blood crusher. You did 2 wounds, and I did 0 wounds, but I have a charge and a banner. So it's...
Yeah, I lose combat on that one. He isn't unbreakable even, so it would be really, really bad if I failed this.
Come on, double 6s.
But he is fine.
It's fine. It was he got a 6, so it's fine.
Over here, then we have the same story as last time. You're steadfast, but I win. Or do I win? I only inflicted 1 wound. But you did nothing, but you have banner.
I have 1 banner.
Yeah. But I have...
You have more ranks, so you win.
Yeah, but you are steadfast.
Steadfast. So I have... that's...
Perfectly fine.
Fine, because I use my Lord's leadership.
Yeah, but here I fail. So I'm gonna need to make a leadership test. So I'm gonna... 9. That is not the roll I wanted.
You are within 18.
But I get -1, right?
Yeah, so it's
a failed.
It's a fail, so 1 more dice.
So I need to keep track on these ones because they are in the tower. So I have lost champion and 1 guy in the first round, and now I lost 3 and 4. So I'm down to 8 models in the tower. Yes.
And then we are going to move back the knights a bit. You push it. Okay. Then we have the last round. I think we will figured out that this was a draw.
Yeah. You killed this one.
Yes.
And I killed 1 of yours, but you have a banner.
Yes. And now we keep the wounds until next round, and they will count as
additional.
To the next round. So that's pretty much it. My turn. This is not good because it was really good that I survived 1 more turn, so I have a little bit more time before it comes. It's not looking pretty for the Bretonnians, unfortunately. We're gonna remove this from the table. It's Jonas' turn 3.
Okay. Khorne Daemons, turn 3. We're gonna declare some charges. We're gonna declare to charge these into the archers. They should be in combat. They make it. They are.
Strategic mistake when I placed the archers. I should have turned them in such a way so if he was to win this combat, they would get away from the
war machine.
But I didn't. I do not get to shoot back because they were so close.
Oh, sorry, you could have made a charge reaction as well, but I figured that you didn't. These ones are charging over there.
Here I can do the charge reaction and it will be stand and shoot.
Stand and shoot. I'm gonna need to measure. It's gonna be arguably I need 15, so I need 7 plus. Should be doable. 9, they are in, but you get to shoot me.
I get to shoot.
And here that bulwark of yours is gonna come into play.
Yeah, it was offense or defensive stakes as they're called. Stand and shoot reaction. We have 6, 4. I think it was 6 only maybe. So 6. No. Nothing. It's gonna come down to combat.
Then we have 1 final movement to make. It's awkward. Everything is in combat, so I can't really like.
Then you opt for not being able to shoot.
This one has a nasty thing where he can shoot and
okay.
Once again, we roll for a Reign of Chaos. 8. That is just checking to see if Slanesh is unhappy, I think.
Yeah, but I also have a couple of... but that's not good for you.
So it's the war machines that might be under the raft.
Maybe Slanesh might be the god that actually helped me this game. And?
It's a 6, so...
I hope it's initiative based, but I'm not sure what happens.
Oh yes, it's right, it's not a template one, this one. I need to check.
If I were to guess, Slanesh is usually something...
The dark... they must take a leadership on 3d6, adding the results together. For each... okay, this is really bad for Mr. Cannon.
Is it a wound then?
For every result above leadership, it's 1 wound. Ooh,
I think
he is gone.
he's gone.
Slanesh.
Thank you, Slanesh. I'm thinking I'm changing Legion. It might be that these Bretonnians start begging for more Slanesh or something.
Okay, that was unfortunate. Not exactly what I wanted in Magic Phase. We're gonna see if Slanesh has anything to say about the other war machine. No, he's perfectly fine with it.
That's a 1. So that's kind of funny where where my war machine gets a 1 and you're a 6 and then it actually dies. I think that the chaos waste here is telling us something.
But it is what it is. I have 4 dispel die, so I would like to try to use them in the Magic Phase. So I'm gonna try to remove Thorn of Wines, so I need 8+. That is 17, so it's gone.
It's gone.
And the Verding Well doesn't do anything within 3 inches. No, nothing is within. No. If it would have been within 6, it would have been matter. But so that means, as Slanesh ruled, it's no shooting phase, so we head strictly into combat. Do we start with the Bloodthirster?
Depends on if you're a little bit beaten up by Slanesh and do some bad rolls, you might start with the Bloodthirster.
Bring morale back to the table. Blood for the Blood God and all that. He hits... Wait, 6 attacks, goes on 2+. That should be a hard roll to succeed.
So we have 4 dice, and it's strength 6, and I have a 3, so it's a 6+.
5+.
6+, 5+. No. 1.
But 3 go through.
He's dead.
Bloodthirster is sated. And he's just gonna... He doesn't even really need to reform afterwards.
No.
Then we have some... where do you want to start? Do you want to have the Bloodletters again?
Yeah, sure.
Skulltaker issuing a challenge.
I have... Yeah, no, they are still in combat.
Okay. Then
she has only 1 wound. We have forgot to put a counter on her though.
4 attacks, and he misses 2 of them. Rolling to damage. 1 heroic killing blow. 1 that isn't.
So it's a
ward save.
Ward save of 5+. No, she's dead.
Skulltaker takes 1 for her cloak.
She had 1 wound left, so he got 1
combat resolution.
1 wound, 2 combat resolution.
And then we have 9 attacks going into the regular knights.
Yes.
That seems to be a proper one. Wounding on 3+, is it right?
They have 2. They have flash to stone too.
Oh, then it's 3+, 4+, 5+. 1 killing blow, and this one is not. 2 regular attacks and 1 killing blow.
3+, ordinary save. They make it, and then we have a ward save for the last, and
he does not make it.
He doesn't make it because they are only strength 4. So 1 die. And then I get to hit back with 3.
Arguably, you could. Yeah, you get it back with the full 3.
Either way, the knights fail, but then we have the horses. And they don't.
Those they are
Magical horses, and we have 2. It's no minus, so you get to use your scaly skin.
6 plus, 1, and then we have the other one where we roll for demonic. And that one is fine as well.
Should I take over as cameraman?
Do we have our cameraman back?
We have our cameraman back. Alright, you didn't have him in the first place, but he arrived now.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take over as cameraman so you can focus your full attention on playing.
Thank you. Has it been a good game?
It's been a very, very interesting game. It have happened a lot. It feels like the Khorne have had a big impact on Bretonnia. We have had some Slaanesh doing some tricky stuff. But it's really a tough combat. Really tough combat.
Yeah, but now going into the further rounds, you might still take this because all that matters is holding the watchtower.
Yeah.
That is the thing that
it's scenario 6?
Yeah,
yes.
but I can't take this and I can't take the watchtower.
Yeah, you can have the knights can occupy the building, or it might be we could
We
double
might.
check, but
I think it's only infantry that can take the tower, but we have to check that later.
Yeah.
My plan is either way might be something else at this moment.
Yeah.
Okay.
we still have this combat, right?
Yes, and you hit first. The horses will hit
So
before the
blood
juggernaut.
letter doesn't hit, and then we have 3 attacks from the blood letter. Those hit, and
Wait, the horses hit before, and that might hinder.
No,
him.
we hit at the same time.
Okay, so
Initiative 2
but I'm initiative.
with the horses.
Was that so? They have initiative 3.
Then your horses hit first.
So my horses might take it. That's
This one
not
is
correct.
the- yeah.
So it has
You
its
might
full
kill
wound.
him more.
You never know. No, it fails.
Then we have 3 wounds, toughness 5 versus 4, wounding on 3 plus. So 2 wounds.
And 4 plus armor save.
And then a 5 plus blessing save.
And 5 plus blessing. So 1 die. I guess that this one stay. And then the knight gets to hit back and it fails. So now we have changed a little bit where Jonas is winning combat because we have left the wounds from the last combat and he has 3 wounds against me and I got 1. I have the banner though, so you win by 2.
Win by 2. Do you want to take the roll now, or do you want to finish up combat?
I think we have done all the combat.
We have the dogs. The dogs and the
Sorry,
peasants.
we have the dogs and peasants.
Over there I have 12 attacks with the dogs. I think that they hit first, right?
I have initiative 3.
Initiative 4. Hitting on 3 plus with weapon skill 5.
But you have, see, what did the fences do? -1 to
Minus 1 to hit, that is correct.
So
So
you have
these ones are off the table as well.
Yeah.
I have tough strength 4 upgraded to strength 5 as they are charging.
And I have,
How much?
they are, so it's 2 plus.
2 plus, so 3 wounds go through.
And
They're pretty strong, the dogs.
Yeah, they are, and I think they are an interesting unit for. I think they are probably a must-have because their magic resistance colors means that you can send them off pretty much on their own. They're not going to be affected by spells, and they are kind of fast, and they're not going to go up against a regular fighting unit, but
Interesting unit at least. We are going to hit back with 7. And I have, so it's a 4 plus 2. Then you had a
toughness 4.
4, so it's a 5 plus, nothing. So you will win it by 4. And that will make me have to do a double 1 to stay. And I don't.
Definitely not.
Definitely not.
Then I have to roll to restrain.
Yes.
So I don't know if I can manage this roll actually. 9.
You have the...
The general, so,
Yeah,
they are tactically restraining
You're
themselves.
restrained. And if I would get like double ones on my flea, I
And
will
you're
stay
still-
on the table. Double ones. So now, do it another time. No, they're off.
And I'm just gonna reform these ones.
Yes.
So you can just turn them so that they are inwards. Yeah, that's perfect. And then we have some more dogs over there.
The same kind of fight, but one dog less.
Same kind of roll actually, even worse.
Even worse. Yes.
Only on 2+. So that's 3.
The same result as last time. I didn't have the defensive stakes on these guys though.
Oh, but I rolled
I-
so poorly.
it was- It was kind of insane how low you roll. And then I have a 4+, and then a 5+, 5+, actually 2.
Pretty good roll.
A pretty good roll.
6+, 5+. That's that is 2 dead dogs moved off the table.
Then
No, sorry, they actually have 2 wounds. These guys, so it's just 1 dog.
they're pretty tough, and in metal too. But you still win by 2, so I need 3 or less. I saw the 1 and I was hopeful. No, the flee roll. I have to flee, and do you opt to pursue or do you opt to reform?
I
Stand.
think I want to pursue, as I don't see any reason not to try to set up a future turn where I can get combat with your trebuchet.
So I roll to flee. Double ones.
I think I might.
So you get me on the spot, and then you get to move after I'm caught
Charge into
and
the...
charge into, and I would say that you get into the...
But it doesn't
Side.
matter on the side.
No.
Then we have some resolutions in the midst.
Yes. We have... This one is done, and this resolution we have
I did 1 damage. Two.
one on her and 1 on
Killing
him.
blow. We
And
have
I
banner.
did nothing.
Yeah, but you are steadfast as offense.
So I do a steadfast. 9,
Fine.
fine.
Here I lost combat. And I lost it by... You killed 3, right?
Haven't we done that already? The instability table on those 2?
No, not... Oh wait, you might be right.
Yes.
I lost an additional one.
Yeah, so you have 8 guys left.
8 guys left, yeah.
So that's done. This one is
This one is left to resolve.
left to resolve. And you have done 3 wounds and I have done 2. And therefore you have 2 more. So I have 9 minus 2.
7 with a reroll.
7 with a reroll. No reroll. No, I don't have the reroll.
Oh, he's dead actually.
He died. He died. So they flee. My questing knight is about to flee.
Is the only one left?
Yeah.
And arguably, I could try to restrain. I don't have the full leadership, but let's see. I pursue as hard as I can.
Yeah.
You are pursuing. And I have swift stride now. And I think you might too.
These ones have swift stride.
So it's a dice off. I get 10.
And I get 6.
I make it. Gonna do it. Take this one up. Whoa! There
Bonks
have
the...
been- bonks.
Sheep hit while they
Sheep
runs
hit.
away.
Sheep hit when he runs. So I have a 10-inch smack.
And I'm gonna go over here then. And then we head into your turn 3.
My turn 3.
Bretonnians.
Bretonnians, we're gonna move some stuff out of the way because they are simply dead. Now we have the option, do I want to charge the tower another time? It's a risk that the next turn he who has the tower wins.
Yes.
But was it on a 6+?
Yes, 6+, then you just take the tower and hold it.
I actually might, if I can, but I can't. I have to get you out of the tower. If you die completely, I can get into the tower.
Only infantry, monsters, infantry, war beasts, monsters, beasts, and swarms can garrison a building, however.
However, that makes it. So what I will do, I have to kill the guys in the tower, so he doesn't control the tower. Then we go over to points. But if I were to kill them, and if I were not in combat, this guy is getting into me.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what we're gonna do, we're gonna charge and get into the tower. So, my movement phase, charge, I am not gonna fail this one. I move them in combat again. Nothing. I don't have that much left.
Compulsory moves.
Compulsory move on this guy. Do I have a leadership bubble? I do, but I do not have the reroll. Do he reform? He does, not with much. But the banner, I think the banner destroys when it flees.
I think that is arguably correct.
So I think it's dead already.
I think it's one of those things.
Yeah, one of those things. So when we missed that, when he flew, when he fled, the banner destroys. So it's off.
That's it.
Yeah. Play on.
It's impossible to play without small mistakes.
Small mistake. Magic phase, flesh of stone is gone, and we roll for wins. 8.
That is the magic phase you wanted earlier.
Decent roll. And you don't have any wizard, right?
Khorne doesn't rely on that.
But
They
you
just get punished if they do.
tricks.
but you're allowed to dispel. So you got what was it? 5? You got
Yes.
5. I have one.
Channel.
One channel. I will try to first cast Throne of Wines on myself. So I use 3 dice. It's in.
No,
Basically.
but I need to try to dispel that one.
So that's one is in. You have 5 die and I have 5 dice. Should I try to opt making 2 spells or having you? But if you were to dispel this spell, I can't do another spell.
You have such a high wizard level. 11, 15.
But is that even if you dispel?
If I fail, I cannot. That's one of the things they commented. So if you were to dispel her spell now, I cannot do another one.
As you do not. Okay, we try for it. All 5 dice.
It's gone.
17. Yeah, it's gone.
So 15. So I can't do more spells. And whoever was the one who commented that at the last video, thank you so much. So we go into combat, I guess. From the left, we take your guys and your hero. I don't have any champion left, I don't have any hero left.
Okay.
But they still do have the blessing though.
Skull Taker coming through. 4 hits. And that is 1 killing blow and 2 wounds.
So we have, and he was on strength 6.
No,
Oh, strength
he is strength 5.
So -2, so it's 4 plus. Yes, they are
Saves.
fine. And then the killing blow is 5. No, 1 die. And then you have the blood letters 6.
That's a terrible roll for the camera, but this one is gone, this one is gone. Okay, then it's... And that is... you had toughness 4, right?
Toughness 3.
Then it's 3 wounds.
And you had a strength of 4. So it's 3 plus 6 plus. Everything saves.
Everything saves.
And then I get to hit back. 4 plus 1,
Didn't you... How much strength do you have?
3.
Then it's 4 plus. Okay, so I get 1 armor save of 6 plus. and 1 demonic save of 6.
Then the one horse left. They have the same stats. No, it's done. Next combat will be the knights into the bloodletters, and I still have the lord. So he hits first with 4 attacks. Strength, it's 3+ at least, and then it's
Toughness 3 on Myers.
so 3+ again. 2.
2 ones. Get some armor saves.
No, that's only the. You don't have the scale skin.
Okay, no scale skin, so
1 save.
1 save.
And then we have 2 more knights, but you hit first.
So as you killed 1 demons, I don't even have my full party. I only have
have 7 left.
7 demons. Those are misses. And
Yeah.
sorry, I should have like I'm just gonna hit your champion or like the regular guys, not your.
Tough guy.
1 killing blow on the regular ones and 3 regular wounds on 1 tough guy.
Since I only have 2 guys, I will start with 1 save at a time, I guess. So if I would start, yeah, okay. So this is a 3+, 3+, fine, 3+, fine, 3+, fine. And this is a killing blow, so only the ward save, and it's a 6+. So 1 die.
That was still some pretty good rolls.
That was pretty good roll.
But you get to hit with your other guys as well.
Sorry, the horses.
And your knight as well, right?
Yeah, 2 knights. No, 1 knight.
Yeah, this
1
champion knight.
champion knight. No, that's a champion knight. He isn't dead yet. So 1 from the champion, and he has a strength 3 against
4+.
so 4+. No, and then we have 2 horses.
1 hit. 1 wound.
Come on, horse!
6+, 5+.
Come on, horses!
5+ demon save. Nope. That's another one.
Once again, it makes you actually lose. It was the horse who made it. So you made 1 wound, and I made 2.
I'm losing by 1 then.
I wonder if we have done a mistake.
Okay.
Aren't you always steadfast since you're in the building?
How does that work with buildings?
I think you're always steadfast. So when you do the demonic instability, I wonder if you have the penalty or not.
We can check out. Oh, that's a bad one.
Yeah, that's
Regardless of steadfast or not.
Regardless of steadfast, so if we were to use your steadfast, it's his. We can do that.
Yeah.
Use his leadership, which is 9.
A 9. So that's 2 additional.
2 additional dice. The only difference with
No, it's 3 additional if I get the penalty.
yeah, but I don't think it's a penalty.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that you're
Steadfast within buildings. we have 1 sad combat.
this combat. Yeah, sure.
That and the wounding on 2+.
Didn't you make an entire wound last time? How is that possible?
You killed 1 whole because we didn't fight as this was the order.
Oh. Okay, so now this one is dead.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
The buckets of doom.
He goes to trebuchet heaven, so it's alright.
I don't think there's a trebuchet.
These guys,
You don't know.
I think these guys are turning against them.
Yeah, something like that.
Free reform?
Is that the end of Bretonnia turn 4?
Yes.
Any comments from the man himself?
It's getting tough.
Okay. So there's only 1 movement to make actually, or well, there are some, but it don't really matter so much. It's Bloodthirster charging into.
And I don't think that you can fail.
He has
either.
movement 10, right? Fly.
No, you can't fail. It's
So even if I made a legendary bad
Yeah,
one,
no, it's in. So and you are going to.
Is it the rear or the flank? The flank, right?
It's defending side where the majority from the defending arc.
I think depends on if that one is the closest. You are in
The flank.
in the rear.
But it was on the other side. So
I'm pretty sure you're in the rear.
Okay.
That's part. So you're in my
yeah, we can
in the rear.
just put them somewhere.
Yeah.
like that.
It's only going to be one night against the Bloodthirst anyways.
Yes.
And it's not going to be much else.
The dogs might, but that might be a bad move because then I get more I could fight.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. This one can pivot. It's a skirmisher now. It's not usually how it goes.
The jaws of the demons are closing in.
Yeah, it's gonna be so rough. I don't see a way out. Maybe I don't know. I have to kill the Bloodthirster. If I don't kill the Bloodthirster in combat...
Yeah,
So-
then the few remaining demons are gonna hold the watchtower.
Yes.
So you're doing a final stand.
It's final stand. Basically, if I were to kill the Bloodthirster, it's still a game. If I don't kill the Bloodthirster, he has won.
So I'm gonna go Reign of Chaos in the magic phase. It might be that I get some reduction in saving throws. 8. That is Slanesh once again.
And you have a couple of units that can take
Yes.
Slanesh.
So, dogs.
Dogs. No.
Juggernaut. No. Dogs.
No. And no
Uh,
other spells on the table, no shooting. So it's combat. It's your hero against my two knights, I guess.
Roll 4 attacks. He hits them all. And he rolls to wound. He gets 2 killing blows and 1 regular wound.
One regular wound would be no, and then 5+, no, so that's that, and the last 2 and the other one, no, they're dead.
1 gets to save, but as 2 wounds go through, it's game over.
So that's
Game over, man.
Game over on those 2.
So we have the final.
The final battle, let's move them out. I assume that you are making a challenge.
I don't particularly need to, but sure, I'll make a challenge.
I accept.
Yeah. Let's duke it out.
Let's duke it out.
See if he can defend the mortal realms from the demons.
It might be that. Oh well, you would have issued a challenge anyways,
Yes.
and your guys, regardless, always goes up to fight.
Yes, and you can't refuse my challenge.
Okay.
He's
So-
gonna make you an offer you can't refuse.
I have initiative 6.
Initiative 9.
9?
That's
Yes.
Dude.
Are you impressed that something gets to
Yeah.
hit before the dark elves?
Yeah, if you use that, you get to hit before my dark elves.
If it hadn't been that you have always strike first as well, but
Yeah. I need to face your demons sometime.
They're fun. They're actually better than I thought. I thought and knew somehow that Khorne is the worst of the demons. That Khorne is not supposed to be that good.
But
I feel that
seeing my rolls as well, I've had a
maybe.
So 7 attacks into your lord. That's not a good one. I have weapon skill 10.
Jesus.
Weapon skill 6. At least.
Oh, that's bad though.
I think 1 is a wound actually.
That dude is like cheat code.
But you have toughness, strength,
Strength 6.
and I have an armor save of 1+.
2 plus, 3 plus, 4 plus.
So 4+. No. Then we have the.
But
Less-
you saved.
I saved. Sorry.
Yeah, it rolled a
Yeah.
6.
I saved.
So
I saved. I so used to not making my rolls. I automatic failure on rules. Okay, and I have forgotten about this a couple of times. The knight must issue and accept challenges. In challenges, may re-roll
failed rolls to hit and to wound. So I'm gonna remember it this time.
Yes,
Yeah.
this time it's important.
I have killing blow. I did not choose the heroic killing blow. So
The
It's-
Bretonnia
it
fans
doesn't
are gonna
matter.
be salty if you remember, if you forget
forgot.
the important rules.
yeah, I forgot that. I forgot this rule entire game until now.
Yeah.
So now we're gonna do.
But
up
it's
for
now
it.
it matters when you're fighting the demon lord.
Fighting Demon Lord. We have a 4+ to hit. I get to reroll to hit.
That was an important reroll.
And now it's to wound, and I have a 4+ 4 strength, and you are toughness
8.
8, so it's 6s. And I mean, heroic killing blow have been fun,
Yeah.
but I don't have that. So 1
Okay, and I don't actually have that great an armor save. So you had strength 6.
strength 4.
Strength 4. So I have a 6+ armor save and a 5+ demon save. That is 1 wound at Bloodthirster.
And that actually is end of your turn, I guess. It's resolution. But you made a charge, and you are in my rear.
Yes, but
And,
not much else going on for
no,
me.
and I have a flag, and I made 1 wound. But I do have 2 ranks more than you do.
Do you get? I don't think you get to count ranks when I'm in the rear.
I think you has to be 3 or more, 5 or more models to disturb.
To disturb. That I am not. I am just.
Yeah, you have to be more than. So I get my rank bonus of
But you
2.
have 2 rank bonus.
So 1 and 2. So I win by 1.
Okay. If I would get a double 6 now, that would be really bad. 7 is fine. That is.
7 minus 1 is 8, so you're still fine. Okay,
And then we go into your turn 4.
so this is my turn 4. Okay, let's see what happens. I can't do anything except magic. So let's jump to magic.
You can't charge?
No, only in combat.
Oh yeah,
so
that's right.
Everything,
That's right,
everything is up to this fight.
Yeah.
Let's see. So you get 3, and I get 5, and I have 1 channel. No. So you have 3, and I have. So we do the same thing. What do we do?
Don't you want the important spell? Or is it that good? I mean, obviously I only have 3 dispel die now.
I want to boost my general as much as possible.
Okay.
And since you had strength 6 and I have toughness 4, what I could do, this is what we're going to do. We're going to throw Throne of Vines, 3 dice on my unit. Go. Fine. Beat that.
I'm not gonna try.
You're not going to
That's
try. So I get
17.
throw Throne of Vines, and now I'm going to throw Flesh to Stone with 2 dice. I get it, but it nuts with much. So you have
If you fail this dispel, I would be
No.
surprised.
9.
9.
Almost. Do you get
Almost.
any bonus on this?
No, I don't get anything. But what would have happened is I could have gotten 4+ in toughness, but I didn't. I tried. I tried. Okay, we go to combat, and you are allowed to fight first.
Fight first.
You're allowed.
Yeah, you get to fight first.
7 attacks coming through, hitting on 3+.
Better roll this time.
Wounding on 2+.
Yes.
That is the disgusting part.
So we have a 4+,
4+, 5+.
4+, 5+, 4+, nothing, 5+,
Dangerous.
Ooh! 1 wound.
Oh, that's actually disgusting.
That's rather lucky, and he has 2 wounds. You count them, so that's 1 wound.
Yeah.
I do the same. So he has 1 wound. I get to fight back with 4 attacks, still in challenge. So I get to reroll, and I need to reroll everything. 4 plus, and then we have a 6 plus. I get to reroll. No, nothing. But we have a horse. Come on, horsey. No.
Nothing.
Nothing. So it's much tougher this turn. You're still in my. I should have turned around, but I didn't.
But we could always you get to try a leadership to reform. I think that's such a crucial role that you should have.
A mistake is a mistake. So you made not a charge.
Yeah, no charges this turn.
You are in the rear. You made 1 wound. I did 0 wounds, so I get to do a leadership test. I have the banner.
You have banner.
And I have
ranks.
2. And I have 2 ranks.
So it's a stalemate.
So it's a stalemate. We keep the. No one wins.
No one wins.
And this time, I do a reform. If I get the leadership, I do a leadership test to reform, so I will face him in the front. It will not matter because he will come in from other charges. Cocked. 8. I
And super fun.
make it. So they are turned around. And not in there, but it will not matter. Something like that.
Are they gonna pull away the watchtower of the like a
That
vagant just
will be
pulling
the
it
play of
away?
the game. Do you want to see if the game ends here and then?
I guess so. This is the end of turn 4. So
Yeah.
on a 6, it's over.
So, you can roll it.
It's
Oh,
6.
Okay, so
I guess even if it wasn't gonna be over now, if it wouldn't have been over, it would be impossible to do much more for the Bretonnia. It would. I'm stuck in combat. It's gonna come Khorne from all directions.
yeah, we have
but
these guys
that's
coming in
the
back,
stuff of legends. Everything fades to mist,
Yes.
and you might have the Grey Knight succeed. It's one of those things that legends is built from.
I prefer to think it like they pulled them up on the wagon and pulled it off the watchtower. Just pulled it away.
Pulling the watchtower away with the tray,
Yeah,
going home.
that's my preferred canon.
Well, it was a rather fun round, but let's head into post game.
Yeah, just gonna take some victory shots of the guys in the tower.
So, that was a rather eventful game, wouldn't you say, André?
I say it was rather eventful. I must say it was probably one of the hardest games I might ever have played. I never felt safe. I always felt like I don't know what to do. What's the best thing to do? So it's gonna be really interesting to see it afterwards and think about this a little bit.
Yeah, I
What
need to
could I
watch
do better?
I definitely need to watch the video material as well,
Yeah.
because there were so many things going on, so many unlikely rolls that happened, even in the first round.
Yeah.
I mean, from the get-go, I was feeling kind of lucky with my Bloodthirster. I got some good rolls, increased his toughness. I figured that we were gonna have a rather straight-up battle, and then we get this weird scenario.
Yeah. We always, I always have the ambition to play a flawless game rule-wise, so that the rules should be always right. So I have a hope when I came, and I thought that, okay, this time it's going to be a perfect game. No rule errors. And then we get the scenario watchtower, never played it. And we get buildings, we get a new army, we get... So 30 minutes within the game, I almost forgot what my own name was. And from there it just went outward. What is going to happen? And we have magic spells that went fizzle, and we have Slanesh that came into the battlefield and just pluck one cannon out of the way.
That was probably one of the better moments for the Bretonnians.
Yeah, but on the other hand, I have had so many rolls where one is the only thing I shouldn't have, and one.
Yeah.
And that's what I rolled. So it was a hard game. Both the dice was a little bit angry, and the board was hard. It was fun.
Yeah, it was really fun, and I had a really good time. And thank you a lot for coming today as well. It was a bit of a tricky setup to get this game going, but we managed anyways.
It was the first time you played this army. What unit was your favorite?
I kind of like the Bloodletters themselves, I have to say.
The Bloodletters. It's the killing blow.
Killing Blow is super fun, and then just seeing how much that ward save comes into play.
The ward save from the demons it's a stable 5 ward save. It's so powerful.
Yeah,
it's very powerful.
Because I usually play the ogres, and I borrowed and played some ogres and goblins from Mons, and having those units on the table, you seldom get to roll an armor save. It's just you take the damage, you remove the model. But this game, I felt bad. I felt dirty. I was rolling those 6s and 5s all over the place.
Almost cheating.
Almost cheating. The Bloodletter army, the main core, they didn't lose a single model.
No, it was. I kind of felt going in that I was going to do much more damage. That the Khorne is usually a little weaker army, but I don't know. Both the Skull Cannon and the keyword Killing Blow is
Those are powerful.
painful. I kind of rely on having my 2+ armor save, and then it gets Killing Blow, and I only get my ward save.
Yeah,
It's not
fun. Depends on which side of the battlefield you're at. But,
Yes, probably.
but Khorne, I think that they are probably tricky. I don't know. As you say, playing them with their only Khorne god, it might be like a difficult time against certain armies, certain scenarios. This time I think I kind of lucked out. I felt like by holding that tower, I got the luck that your bus of Knight of the Realm, whilst they won the combat turn by turn, I didn't have to worry about all those extra attacks from ranks, the lances. I think I lucked out.
I haven't played many games against a building. It comes some extra rules, like you can only have 10 models fighting, and I only got 3 models fighting. So my entire bus, most of the knights didn't do anything. What I should have done, I should probably taken the smaller bus, took in all my lords in the small bus, and then aimed for the tower with that bus, or used someone else so that the big bus could do more damage. But
It's
one of those things when you learn.
Yeah, and hindsight is always 2020.
Yeah.
So, but I think it was a really good setup for you as well. Going into the first round, I felt like I'm gonna be in trouble because hopefully I'm gonna go on the flank, but you had positioned yourself so that you had your war machine split up, so I didn't think that I was going to be able to hunt them down. And you had your Pegasi Knight that was properly positioned on the battlefield, coming from anywhere. I mean, what do you think about your lord? You had given him quite a bit of upgrades, and when he fought that Bloodthirster in the end, he stood tall and he won combats by himself.
I feel like the lord in Bretonnia is rather cheap. So it's just about 200 points, and you can give him rerolls, you can give him Killing Blow, you can give him a lot of things without spending too much points. So it's something that I might look into, maybe having 2 paladins or 2 lords, just to get a more fighty army,
Yeah.
losing on the magic and more fighting. Since he was so powerful, he was probably my VIP, my better unit this turn, or this time.
Yeah.
That he could took on the Bloodthirster, and the Bloodthirster is how many points?
475.
So he
a
almost
quarter.
he's like twice the amount of points than my lord, but I could still make a dent.
Yeah, and if you get those powerful magic upgrades onto him, then I think arguably he can probably challenge him.
It's one of the things that are more powerful within the Bretonnia. It's the lords, it's the heroes. But yeah, it was a good game at least.
Yeah, and as always, thank you so much for coming. A good game it was.
Thank you. And I hope everyone who liked this, like and subscribe.
Well, see you all in the next videos.